Teachers are sharing their most unhinged classroom management hacks, and honestly, these are kind of genius. Everyone point at Steven until he closes his Chromebook. I'm about to start reading off middle names. Put their school photo in the screen when they act up. One time a student said he wished his parents would come pick him up. I said, I feel you. He goes, you want your parents to pick you up? I said, no, I also wish your parents would come pick you up. When students are laughing while I'm trying to teach, I say, that's going to be me when I look at your grade. I teach kindergarten, and every September we go out and I race them. It's somehow very important that they know I run so much faster than them. I've called my own mother on my students on speakerphone so she could tell them how disappointed in them she was. Every effective classroom management strategy can be boiled down to psychological warfare and cult leader tactics. Told a 9th grader, it's giving iPad kid today. Make them all say yes, chef, when I say let's cook. Prolonged eye contact with the students who were off task. Also would play Coconut Mall to transition for every task. They heard that song, they would move like sleeper agents without even realizing. Look up their parents' name on gradebook. Get behind them, then slowly and quietly whisper to them, don't make me call Jennifer. Roast them all the time, no mercy. Tell them how embarrassing their undesired behavior is. The only success I have is matching their energy, and they love me for it. We have a negative aura chair in my class. I told kids that they were the reason certain baby names were on my forever no list. Holds up a Squishmallow the class named Reggie and say, hear ye, and the class says back, all hail Reggie. They got so into this that they began leaving offerings to Reggie. When a student says something so out of pocket, I just stare at them and say, what a weird thing to say out loud, and essentially shame them. 2nd grade teacher. A student got written up for swearing. No shame. I told him, you didn't just swear at a teacher. You said a bad word to a grandma. He almost died of embarrassment on the spot. When a kid just won't stop, I say, do you need attention? And then, okay, everyone, clap for whatever their name is. They need attention. Am I a teacher? No. I'm a supervisor at a financial firm, and I would like to use these tactics for the adults I manage. Magic trash. Tell them whoever finds the magic piece of trash gets a prize. And then just keep saying no one has found it until your room is clean. Then just pick a kid who behaved all day to win. That's actually great. I once assigned a kid a filter partner. He had to tell his partner what he wanted to say before he could raise his hand to speak to me to see if it was appropriate or applicable. Moved a desk into a back corner and called it Siberia, and if someone was being too chatty, I would yell, banished! They'd have to sit in Siberia for the rest of the period. I pull out binoculars and watch them till they get back to work. I say, you sound homesick. Let's call your mom and tell her about your struggles in class this morning. Don't threaten to call parents. Threaten to make them call their parents. Write a script and make them read it when their parents pick up. Works like a charm. They interrupt me, I just stare at them and say, that is literally so embarrassing. I start reading their mom's phone number out loud. Everybody boo Gabe. Don't come at me with that attitude when your grade can't reach the thermostat. I announced, okay, everyone, so whatever their name is, needs some attention right now. Let's all give it to him. Class went silent and stared at him, so he finally stopped talking over me. So this works. Strategic crop dusting. If my students find a website that is not already blocked by my GoGuardian, I add it while yelling across the room, thanks, I didn't have that one. If you don't take your headphones off, I'm telling everyone you're listening to Drake. I say, stop flirting, weirdos, every time two boys start wrestling out of nowhere. Tell them you sat them next to the person you shipped them with and watch how silent the class is while you teach. We go outside and I count to 3. Then we all scream as loud as we can, then go back inside like nothing ever happened. We call it group therapy. It's actually a great outlet. I throw penalty cards and yell offsides when people get up from their spot, or unsportsmanlike conduct when they're mean to each other. Letting out the most unhinged scream to get their attention, then calmly repeating instructions. Hey, fear the crazy. When it gets really bad, I pull them aside and ask, who in your life taught you the way you're treating others right now? And it makes them reflect pretty deeply about their actions. I'm going to check the cameras literally works every time. I've gotten into the habit of give me 40 minutes and I'll give you 10 to just chill and talk. And then during those 10 minutes, I'm engaged in the conversation. They love the bonding. That's great. I had a keychain that was shaped as the world's smallest violin, and I would press the button for it to play the music when a student complained. I like to refer to the class as my jury when someone starts to argue or gaslight me. Oh, you didn't just slam your Chromebook and throw your binder on the ground? Let's ask the jury. I love to say things in their words. For example, chat, if y'all don't lock in, I'm gonna crash out. When they say something inappropriate, I pause and make direct eye contact for an uncomfortable amount of time. Then I say, that's an inside thought, and then resume. I'd like to add that all of these super funny ideas will only work if you have first built a relationship with those students. If not, all hell will break loose if you tell students to mock them. True. Teachers really are the MVPs, man.